My neighbor stole my water, so I drained his entire life with a single switch. Alright, let me tell you about my new house. Yeah, a fixer-upper that I bought in the middle of the capital city, thanks to some family friends who desperately needed cash. It was a great deal, yeah, but it was also a mess. The main door was locked with just a padlock, no actual lock on the door. The gate? It was non-existent, anyone could just walk right on in, like it was some kind of public space. I should have known that this was just the beginning. Then, someone's bike was parked in my garage, and I just parked it out in the street. When the idiot came by looking for it, I just ignored him, and watched him leave in defeat. It was all so petty, but I'm not like that. I just wanted some respect, to live in peace, but that is clearly not what this neighborhood had in store for me. Then, last week, I was having a shower, and I noticed that the water pressure was low. Then, I heard my next door neighbor's water pump going, and it was all too perfect, too perfectly timed, too perfectly convenient. You see, my new neighbor was this miserly old man who lived in a 3-story house. He was angry about the house being sold, yeah, he voiced all his complaints to my friends, but I'm 6 feet tall, and I have 3 dogs, so what was he going to do? He was always going to be too pathetic to do anything about it. With 3 stories, they need a water pump to get the water to the tanks on their roof, since the public supply is too weak. I put it all together, it all started to make sense. It had to be him. So I waited till his pump turned off, yeah, and then I turned on all the different taps in my house, and everything was back to normal. I knew it, I just knew it. He was stealing my water, and he thought he was so slick, that he was so clever, that I was somehow too stupid to realize what he was doing, that I was going to be just another idiot that he had taken advantage of. The water bills had been going up over the past years that the house was left abandoned, but they also had water leaks, so everyone was just dismissing it all, even though the bills were incredibly high, higher than what the leaks should have even been causing. But now? It all made sense. He had been siphoning water from my lines, this pathetic old man. He had been trying to save some money, he had been trying to get away with something that he didn't even deserve. So I sat on it for a few days, I thought about it, I carefully considered my options. Should I confront him? Should I go the legal route? Or should I just let it all go? But, you know what? It wasn't about the money, the water was cheap, yeah, I only paid $5 a month, even with him stealing water from my supply, but it was about the principle, it was about the sheer audacity, the utter disrespect of it all. It wasn't about the money, it was about power, and that little pathetic man had stolen from me, and he was going to pay for all of it. So I decided to be petty, and I decided to be smart, and I decided to just make his life a living hell. It was really simple. I just turned off my water from the main. That was it, that was all I needed to do. I didn't need to break into his property, I didn't need to break any laws, I just did it, and he had no idea it was me. It was the most perfect way to get back at him without even having to lift a finger. Then on Monday, I waited till his water pump flicked on, and then, I flicked my switch off. His pump, with no water to actually push, just kept running. And running. And running, until it all burned out. The household tanks, in this country, are all dependent on a ball valve that detects the level of water and it keeps the pump on, but when